Our starting point is, of course, President Moon Jae-in's state visit to Russia. Over in Moscow, summit talks between the leaders of the two nations should begin shortly. Let's now connect to our Cheongwadae correspondent Hwang Hojun, who's on the line for us. Hojun, what's the latest?
Daniel, although the two leaders have met a couple of times before, this is the first time in 19 years a sitting South Korean leader is meeting a Russian leader at the Kremlin. As we speak, an official welcoming ceremony is taking place. Actually, it just finished, and President Putin greeted President Moon and First Lady Jung-sook, and they also inspected the Guard of Honor as part of the ceremony. We actually just heard the two leaders are just about to kick off their summit meeting. According to a press release from Seoul's top office, and also judging from President Moon's speech at the State Duma yesterday, the summit will likely focus on strengthening friendship and trust and boosting the nation's practical cooperation with Moscow. As a matter of fact, President Moon said in his speech yesterday that the two countries should develop new growth engines together, and that Seoul will keep its promise to help develop Russia's Far East. He also introduced his vision for a trilateral partnership between Seoul, Pyongyang, and Moscow, identifying railroads, natural gas, and electricity networks as the most promising sectors for cooperation among the three countries. So we can safely assume that the two leaders' summit will be an opportunity to reinforce bilateral strategic communication and collaboration in the process of building peace on the peninsula. Also important to note that 2 years from now, actually, will mark the 30th anniversary of Seoul and Moscow establishing diplomatic ties. The two heads of state are scheduled to sign and exchange a total of 12 MOUs after the summit, which will then be followed by a joint press conference. A state dinner will also take place in honor of President Moon's visit. That's all I have for now. Daniel?